talking about money, we should somehow balance. First of all, we shouldn't be in a hurry. Before we calculate everything, how fast we can do it, what additional work we need to do, everything that I've been just talking about. Yes, we cannot say how much we will charge for this or that translation. And at the same time, we cannot immediately agree to any price suggested to us by a client. On the one hand, we shouldn't be in a hurry, but on the other hand, we should be in a hurry, because if we are silent for a day and we don't give any response, yes, they go on and look for another translator. But first I will say why we cannot agree immediately or say our price immediately. First of all, even if you receive a document and they give you statistics, yes, there are so many words in the document, or you'll see in the CAP tools there is usually analytics, so number of words with no translation, percentage of translated segments which coincide completely, and so on and so forth. They usually don't count those who that coincide completely, and they reduce the price for those that are almost coincide almost completely, and so on. We need time to double check all that, because it happens that they make a mistake. Project manager usually does it, and if we don't see this mistake immediately, we can find ourselves in a situation that we don't have enough time, we don't meet the deadline, the volume of work is much higher, and we have already agreed to lower money than it should cost. Okay, the best way to do it is to reply immediately that you have received this email, and you will calculate the study the document and come back to them as soon as possible. So if you have this reply, they already keep in mind that this document is being considered by you, and they will wait for a couple of hours until you do it. After we've calculated everything and we know the picture, we are ready to talk. So quite often everything is fine. Deadline, the payment, you agree with the rate and price, the payment method, and so on and so forth. Sometimes it all comes all together, and all your questions are already answered. But it happens not all the time, and I would say it happens quite seldom. So we shouldn't forget to discuss deadline. I've already mentioned that once, I don't remember when, but in the beginning, that deadlines pretty much, okay, they depend upon our decision. And very often clients ask us how long will it take to do this or that. If it is a translation agency, they usually set deadlines. But if a client or agency set a deadline in the end of the day on Friday, almost certainly they can wait until Monday morning. Of course, it's great to have a weekend, yes, but it's also great to have some time to reread, revise, finalize your translation, and so on. So these 2 days are usually not considered as our time, but considered as their time. Then sometimes, or very often, they want translation very quickly. So overnight, for example. I used to do it for many years. Then I understood that I may not do it. I try not to work at night, and generally it is possible. Overnight translations are, it is if a client was preparing the document too long and they are going to sign a contract tomorrow morning, and they forgot that it should be translated. So they are looking for somebody to translate it overnight or over the weekend. We can, though we very seldom, if we work for ourselves, we very seldom differentiate between the days of the week. But for the whole world, Saturday and Sunday are sacred. So we can always charge for working over the weekend. So if they want something very quickly or over the weekend, or for us to work late at night and so on, we are okay. It's our right to charge for this fast translation. How much? It's up to you. 20%, 50%, double price. So it's different approaches, different clients, and so on. What else? Usually, if it is something new, a new project, and you don't know what this company does or what this organization is dealing with, and you don't find enough information on the website, then we ask additional materials. And also we should always ask if any of their documents have been already translated, or not documents maybe, but any kind of materials, reports, or white papers, or anything. If they have been already translated, there is terminology found there, and it's in the interest of the client to share this information with us, because then their documents would be more professional and better translated. Next thing, to ask about engineer to consult with, it is okay to ask for the consultation with an expert on their side. If it is a translation agency, we need to formulate our questions and send to the project manager. They will pass them on to the client, and we can receive any explanations we need. The same is about terminology. If they've got any glossaries or thesauruses or whatever. So anything they've got, now we need to have it. And also to ask about the format of translation. Sometimes we can see a very brightly made and fine PDF document with lots of pictures and everything, and they don't need it because they don't need us to make it as beautiful as the original, because they've got their own designers and they only want us to translate everything in a Word, just making sure that all the parts of the text are in the same place as in the source document. So it should always be discussed if they don't tell anything. Okay, this is it.